Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Today I'm going to show you how to create a procedural plane with side blender using Python and the bmesh module. First, we import two essential modules. Next, we create a new mesh and a new object. Let's start from the mesh. We're gonna call it simple vertex, which will store the vertices and faces. In the same way, we're going to create our object. An object is like a container that holds the mesh data. So because of that, we will pass our mesh as an argument. Now we link this object to the scene. This adds our object into the active collection of the current scene, making it visible and in the viewport. And then we create a new bmesh. Think of this as opening a blank canvas where we can start adding vertices and faces before converting it into a blender mesh. After, we will start creating our vertex using coordinates for that, x, y, and z. After defining our vertex position, we update the mesh with the geometry we created. This converts the bmesh into a regular blender mesh so that it becomes part of the object in the scene. And bm.free is used to clean up and remove the bmesh from memory after we're done using it. Now, since we want to create a plane, we have to find our vertex location. Therefore, I'm going to start with the 0, 0 vertex. If we change the first vector to 1, we can find the next vertex, which will be our 1, 0. Once again, we have to find our third vertex, which will be located in 1, 1. And ultimately, we have to find our fourth vertex, which will be located in our 0, 1. So essentially, what we have to do now is we have to make it more organized. And for that, I'm going to name our vertex from 1 to 4. And likewise, I'm going to write in the code so then we can have a better visualization of what's going on. So let's rename all the variables and let's change the position according to our real position in the world. And what we have to do now, we have to connect those vertices. And we have to connect them in a certain order. So if we run our script now, you can see that will be formed a plane because the vertices were connected in a way, in a certain order, that would allow us to create a plane. However, as you can see, our normals are pointing downside. Well, that is not a problem if you want that. However, today we want to make our normals to point up. And the way we can do that, it's quite simple. So the only thing that we have to do is we have to remember where the vertex are, and we have to invert the order. So if we invert the order and run our script again, now you can notice that our normals are pointing up. And that's it. Once again, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and like. See you next time.